kind of mad cat rush around Europe at the moment to gather support?
We've been really, really busy. We've been to Malta,
Azerbaijan,
Italy, Spain. I'm just
Ukraine, Latvia.
Is it slightly surreal? I mean, have you had comedy moments as you do press for the Eurovision?
Yeah, it's been brilliant, and the response that we've had from Europe over the European countries has been fantastic, because now that the European countries are actually saying the UK are taking this competition really seriously now, and it's nice to know that, because in the past we haven't done as well. But I mean, we've seen some comedy acts, definitely, but
go on, give us.
Let's remain nameless until you see it on the night. If they get through.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, Graham, I wasn't. I mean, I love Eurovision; it's fantastic. But I wasn't aware of this kind of, you know, big vote rallying campaign that bands and acts have to do to get.
Well, the thing is, because people talk about, oh, it's block voting, and, you know, these... No, countries vote for songs they know and acts they know.
Right.
So there's some guy in a woolly hat, we've never heard of him, we've never heard his song, but we're the ones out of touch, not them. You know, so last year, Lena, from Germany, if Germany can get votes, anyone can, that song by Lena, that had been released all around Europe, so they knew the song. And what's great is, this year, ICANN is getting lots of radio play around Europe, and in this country as well.
You're in quite a curious position in some ways, aren't you? Because part of the fun of Eurovision is the anti-Brit thing, and you know, all the stuff that goes, the nonsense that goes, that's part of the fun, isn't it? For you, it is part of the business. At the same time, I mean, obviously you want these guys to do well.
Yes, look, I'm in a very different position from Blue putting themselves on the line.
Yeah.
I'm commentating on a singing competition. You know, it's a very different game, but at the same time, I'm commentating for the UK, so, you know, we want them to do well.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Duncan, I mean, you and Lee have written this song, ICANN, but do you feel you're putting yourselves on the line? Because if you don't, we know if you do badly, it does unfortunately affect the act.
Well, for us, you know, this is our 10th year anniversary. We're doing this, we're flying the flag for our country. We've got an album coming out this year, and this is a way of letting everybody know in Europe that we're back as a band. Whatever the outcome is for us, we're still going to be releasing our album, we're still going to be promoting it. We just signed a big record deal to Germany, and so we're going to be spending a lot of time in Germany, so the fact that this has been held in Germany is a great thing for us. Obviously, we want to come top 5, top 3. I think that's very respectable. If we win it, I mean, that's just like amazing. We haven't done it since 1997, so...
Yeah.
Have you been working out?
We all have, actually.
You do get the impression that in their time away, they spent most of it in a gym and a tattoo parlour.
That's some quite big arms and some pretty big tattoos.
Tattoos are extraordinary.
I haven't got one back.
He's got his whole back done.
But I said, if we win, I will get a tattoo. So, Mark...
If we win, I might get a tattoo. We'll
all get one.
We'll all get a tattoo. Like Lord of the Rings.
Whole country
we'll be in the old town in Dusseldorf getting ink.
But does it mean, I mean, I'm laughing about it, but the whole tattoo thing, is that slightly, your image maybe changed a little bit from when you first, 10 years ago? The image thing is...
I think I got my first tattoo in Malaysia.
Yeah, I had my first one. We had
this one
in 2004.
What does that one say? Can we get a close-up of that?
Love, peace and happiness, there we go.
I had that done in 2004, but I had that done, the sign of the...
I had the yin...
In 2000.
I had the sun on my back. I've got a sun in yin-yang with a Gemini sign inside a sun.
My mother's going to hate that shot you just done. Thanks.
Graham, have you got anything you'd like to...
Sadly, no ink. Inkless.
No.
Inkless.
Unless we win.
Unless we win.
Yeah. And Anthony's got a jacket on to cover up the fact he's got completely bare arms.
I have.
Shall we talk about last year? Last year's entry, Josh Dubovi, and Sandy came last with That Sounds Good to Me. Oh, we haven't got any of it, though. Well, I mean, perhaps that's for the best.
It was a good title, wasn't it?
What do you what do you take from last year's experience? Do you just rise above it and think, okay, well, we're completely different? What's the lesson?
We don't really look at anybody else. We're blue, you know, and for us, it's like Duncan was saying, it's a massive opportunity for us to let everybody know that we're back. You know, to represent your country as well is honourable.
Yeah.
You know, I would have loved to have done it as a sportsman, but you know, this is my calling, and this is what I'm doing with the boys that I love. So,
Graham, do you get an instinct? I mean, if we go back to
I think in Josh's defence, and kind of in a way, why Blue I think will do well this year is it's very hard to go from liking to sing and selling a song to an enormous stadium and a television audience. Those are skills that these guys have. Over 10 years, they've played spaces this big. You know, they've done so many TV appearances, and that does give you an edge on the night, because the nerves and the pressure of walking, it's, you know, 30,000 people.
Who wants to name a favourite Eurovision Song Contest contestant of the past?
I'm a big Eurovision fan, so I've got anyone from Anna Vichy, who represented Cyprus back in 1987.
That's good trivia. That's very good
and
trivia.
Love City Groove was my, apart from My Can, was my favourite UK entry in 1995.
Diggy Doo, Diggy Lay. Perennial favourite.
Yeah. You mentioned the size of the audience. What's the biggest audience you've ever played to?
300,000?
Well, then this is just a drop in the ocean, isn't it?
Yeah, it was about that, wasn't it?
We played in Rome. We sold out that big
Rome Stadium.
Yeah,
Stade de Roma.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And it was huge. I mean, I just remember walking out and it
just
was like a
people.
coliseum, and it was just hundreds of thousands of people there, and we just walked out. We were like, "Oh boy!"
We better get dues pound from Italy.
They better get them.
Yeah.
Well, very good luck. Lovely to see you
Brilliant.
here this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Can I just
so
say
much.
Can I just say that the single's out now? You can download it. So anybody who's having a Eurovision party at home, download the song. It's out on iTunes, and sing along.
I Can is the song. Thank you very much.
And you can watch the Eurovision Heats on BBC Three on Tuesday and Thursday evenings next week, and the Eurovision Song Contest will be shown next Saturday at 8 o'clock in the evening on BBC One.
Now for that interview we've been promising with Reese Witherspoon.
What happened with you and Reese that we can't show that interview this morning?
Well, I think we're going to show it now,
She's on my show tonight, by the way, at 10:30. I just say.
Is she? Can we be
Did
clear?
fall out or something? Or is it something that they've had to censor?
Are we now showing the interview? We are. There you go. Water for Elephants is the film. It's a tale of forbidden love between a travelling circus performer and a vet who cares for animals. It's adapted from the best-selling book by Sarah Guerin.
Set in 1930s America, the film stars young Hollywood heartthrob Robert Pattinson and Oscar winner Reese Witherspoon.
So, finally, I caught up with Reese to talk about romance, her wedding, royal weddings, male co-stars, and, of course, elephants. Reese, welcome to breakfast.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
Tell me a little bit, before we talk about the film, about things that have been going on in your life.
Yes,
Been a bit busy, haven't you?
yes. Well, I just got married.
How long ago?
About 2 weeks before Kate Middleton.
Okay.
Yeah.